Welcome back, welcome back. Quick little message about forgiveness. I don't know, it's weird. I walked in just now and I end up seeing this guy, Jason, I'm always beefing with and shit. And like, we always end up making jokes and chilling and laughing. And like, he always ends up, eventually doing some silly shit or whatever. But I'm finally starting to understand what it. Like, I always was like this. Like, I don't give a fuck if you beef with me and shit. Once I put your ass in place and show you, like, once I get it where you can't do nothing, I'm not gonna sit there and be giving you the mean mug all day and all this other shit. I realize, like, yo, bro, you're different than most people. Like, you really don't have hate for people. Because every other day, like, something happens where one of the people be talking to him, and I fucking literally make a joke or something and everybody start laughing or whatever. Like just now, a new worker was coming in. I guess he's brand new, and he's explaining to the guy like, yeah, hey, how you doing? He's explaining to the guy, when you go to this certain route or whatever, that be careful, because where you're at, if you go across the street, that's the next town over, and you'll be doing someone else's job. And it brought me back to a memory when he said it, because I remember when I first started, they put me up somewhere, and that's exactly what happened to me. Like, I wasn't paying attention, and I ended up on another fucking city, because they're really close and shit after a certain. And I just remember, I was like, yo, that happened to me. That shit was crazy. He's like, what? And I go, what you just told that guy, make sure you don't do their stuff or whatever. I said, when I first started, I did that. I was walking, cleaning up, and the other guy from the other city seen me, and he's walking towards me, like, excuse me, sir, you're cleaning up my route. What are you doing? And I was like, I look up, and I'm like, oh. I seen his uniform, and it says the other town, so I'm like, oh, okay, my bad. He said, nah, go ahead. If you want to keep doing it, I don't mind. You can keep doing my route for me. I get paid either way. I said, yo, how long this motherfucker was watching me do this shit? And he got my goofy ass lead. Like, yeah, I'm gonna let him get about halfway. Then I'm gonna go say something. And that shit just had me dying, bro. Like, and it was just so funny, because then me and him are sitting there laughing about it, like, yeah. Because it always slips my mind. Like, well, it don't slip my mind. I just not a hater. And I know which people actually hate me and what people get put up to hate me. See, I know Jason doesn't hate me, because when I first moved over here and I got the job and shit, me and Jason was cool. He wasn't a supervisor yet. He was a worker. And he was here for a long time, and I guess he was already working towards that. So, me being cool, talking to him and shit, he was like one of the first people to start talking to. Maybe it was a setup or whatever. You know, that's how people like to do, get to know information about you, then use it against you. But, I thought we was cool on a, work level. Like, we talk, ha ha ha, jokey jokey. Oh, you box, that's for sure, you should do it. And I'm a very supportive person. And I just remember him telling me about his little boxing thing, and I used to always come in and support him, even though he's probably fucking lying about it. But it was really strange. Like, at all times, I'm always profiling people for situations, and getting ready for the Batman, because I've been through this shit already. And that's how I know that's why everything happened the way it did this year. When I said, nah, I'm going to stand up to this shit. This shit happened too many times in my life. I see the patterns. It's different people. But I understand I understand now what's really going on. It's a hive mentality. Don't need to be the same. It's a hive mentality. And we all learn it from high school. Period. We all learn that. What the real world's gonna be like when you're in high school. and you see what the fuck it is. You see it's about groups. You see it ain't about how smart you are. You see motherfuckers get to stay out of school and not be, they'll be dumb than a motherfucker, and then somehow they pass every year. And you watch that shit like, yo, what the fuck? I know he's an idiot. And he's always absent. How the fuck is he passing? Because his parents. Every time that teacher complains about him being out, they'll come in with fake fucking doctor's notes and just fake the shit. And then if they even try anything even harder, they know the law and certain things. They'll send their kid to school to do something just to set that teacher up and be like, yo, if you don't leave my kid alone, we're going to press charges on you. It's a wrap for your ass. Now that kid's getting a free fucking pass. And that shit's happened. Listen, bro, I grew up, I ain't gonna throw they family name under the bus. I literally watched one of my white friends be a fucking idiot. Has missed mad days more than me. This nigga missed a half a fucking year, bro. How you miss a half a year and still pass? That's impossible, nigga. But it ain't impossible when your motherfucking family's rich and they got the skin color. And they know other people in town because they grew up together. The teacher used to be her fucking, someone that they grew up with. They have respect and know each other. So when she comes in and says, I can't have my son be a fucking loser, he can't get left back. That's bad on records for going to get work and shit. You're gonna, and he's gonna, go to summer school and he's gonna do all this work. He can make up the work. And then they send him home with fucking tests and shit like his parents, and he ain't gonna cheat and shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You know how many people I watch get pushed through school? Guess where they are now? Are they hard workers? No. Did it work, baby and your baby? No. Now they fucking stuck living with the motherfucker, and the nigga don't do nothing. I mean, he's still a good, decent person. Takes care of his, what he gotta do in certain ways. But with the life that this man should have had, oh my God. Oh my God. I never seen a man in my life have an automatic life. Like, this is why I never give up on myself. And this is why I say, I knew since I was a child, the goal is not the fucking money, bro. It's not the money. Because I seen, once you realize, like I said, this person had family that was rich. And when I seen shit, how it really goes and how this nigga was hiding his money, I said, why do rich people do that? Why don't other rich people do that? Why? And I would ask questions. People don't understand when you really are fucking probing people for questions, when you're trying to figure out the world, and you see certain things, and we all see these things. This is why I talk the way I talk on here. And if you fit the bill, I'm sorry you gotta get yelled at and shit, because, bro, I seen the evils. I seen some of the evilest shit. And then I seen people get pushed the fuck through life and get everything handed to them. And that shit used to be dope back in the day. It worked for people. They took advantage of that shit. But my father said, nah, man, I'm gonna get you. All the people you cheated, all the motherfuckers that had to really do the rules and shit, yeah, they gonna suffer. They gonna have to really go through life, but they learn, they really live life. That's the fucking point. They really go through life. When you push someone through life, you fucking cheat them. You cheating them. As they get older and older and they really want to feel accomplished, this is why a lot of motherfuckers be like, I don't understand why these stars are hooked on drugs, or this famous person or this non-famous, they're just rich and then they just didn't like life anymore. Because a lot of these motherfuckers got pushed through. They got pushed through, so they didn't know, now that I have all this stuff, it's not like I worked for it. I can do everything all at once now. I don't have the mind state of the other person that had to grind and work his way up. So he's already having budgeting, how to live, why he's doing what he's doing. He's already thinking about being older and retired and what the fuck life's gonna be like after he when you get pushed through, you're not thinking of none of that. You're thinking of right now. I'm the fucking man. It doesn't matter I cheated. It doesn't matter. As long as I can make it look like I know what I'm doing, these idiots will believe it. And that's it. And I'm the man. I got money. I have this. And it's a joke. And then, like I said, I seen plenty of people not end up happy. Like when I seen that millionaire man in Florida, and he taught me. No, it wasn't a millionaire in Florida. It was a millionaire banker that my ex used to work for. And he told me, yo, you're so lucky, yo. That fucking girl loves the shit out you, bro. I'm a millionaire, and I know for a fact that no woman I'll ever meet's actually gonna love me. Most people don't love me. The only fucking reason anybody's even around me, 90% of the people around me, they just want me to give them money. They want to fucking be where I am. And he said, do you know what that's like? I said, sort of, because I was bad at the time. I was hustling. So I know what it's like to have a little bit of money, and then roaches is always around you. And they, hell yeah, you the man. Oh, that shit, those bars is crazy. And you're looking at them like, I purposely picked the shittiest verse I had. I'm setting you up. I picked the worst shit I had. I picked the worst shit just to test your ass. And then when I spit the dope shit, you know, that all these other people that actually pay attention and they say, yeah, that's better. And I'll keep spitting the other one, and then majority of people say, no, that's it ain't really that good. This I though, but you know, that other one, that good. I like that one. And then I'll bring it to the friend and set their ass something like, and give them the shitty one. Yo, you think this is hot? Yo, that shit was amazing. And I'm like, oh, you fucking meat rider. You meat rider. You, I can't believe you've been here the longest. You? It's you? Like, it's the worst when it's, you looking at niggas like, yo, bro, I love you. Like, what's wrong with you, nigga? You don't really like me? I love you, nigga. Like, what the fuck? This is crazy. I love a nigga that been never really giving a fuck the whole time. How am I so stupid? You're not stupid. You just love people. You're supposed to. That's how you're supposed to be. You're supposed to want to help the people that are around you. You're supposed to have your little crew, and if you're the leader, because they're following you, you're supposed to hook them up. You're supposed to be teaching them how to get up. And when them niggas don't want to get up and do what you're doing, you leave them alone, because they're going to sabotage you. Or they're just going to live off you, and when you don't have nothing, you're done. They're going to go to the next nigga. I had to learn that lesson hard way. My friends, half of my friends and everybody did that shit and abandoned me. When I got back up in a year, and I told everybody, fuck all y'all niggas, bro. I don't need none of y'all. I started that shit with that chick by myself. Y'all ain't remember that? I said, all right. Guarantee I'll be doing exactly what I'm doing in a year, and I'll be chilling. And a year later, the Lord delivered. Because when I say something sometimes, when I put my fucking maximum, when I don't even know what it is, it's just something that's like, it's like what the Bible says and shit. When you really, really believe something's yours and it's your what it would, and you know, and you're just like, nah, man, these niggas done fucking forgot who I am. Like, I ain't doing this shit for them. Motherfucker, I'm gonna build it again because I did it for me. That shit got willed into existence because I wanted it. Now you have it, you swindle it away, but you're a fucking jabroni. You're not gonna know how to keep it. You're not gonna know how to keep it. You're not even gonna know what to do with it. You're not even gonna like it, really. That's why I laugh when dudes be like taking other dudes' girls and chicks be souped up, and then that dude's like, I don't even really want you no more. He never wanted you in the beginning. It was just the best another man. Shit is ridiculous, bro. It's really getting hard to see who the enemies and see who the friends are. And then there's that gray line. Like I said, this is why I don't stay mad at people. That's why I said I think Jason taught me a lesson today in reassuring myself on forgiveness and how you're supposed to feel. Because people talk that shit, but I don't see niggas really... I don't know, man. Anybody could say they forgave somebody and not really do it. Can you walk in front of that person and make jokes and shit like this motherfucker ain't try to get you fired like a month ago ain't try to put hands on you, and you just laughing at this nigga like, you know what I mean? Can you really do that? Can you be around your enemy and actually get along? Because you're not the fucking hater. And you actually are, you know, you demonstrate the will of the Lord. And that all that Jesus shit niggas be talking. Gets aggravating after a while, though. You know, sound the horns, my daddy's in the building. Jeez Louise. Shit. Learn to forgive people. Like I said, it's for yourself, because if you don't really forgive people, then you carry that anger in your heart. And the longer you have that in your heart, the worse it is for you. Because the person that's really the bad person that starts is they're fucking ignorant. They don't even, sometimes they don't think about you. They're laughing and chilling the next day and shit. You still worrying about why they hate me, why they doing this. They don't have nothing else to do. That's what they was taught, to get a high. That's how they get happy. It's the same thing that makes good people happy, when they help people and do good shit. What the fuck you think is gonna make bad people get their boost when they do bad shit? Sometimes they don't need to know you. Sometimes they don't need to give a fuck about none of that. Most times they don't. They just need a new victim. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't take it personal when niggas start beefing against me, because more times than none, you disrespect me, you realize that I'm not going to take it, and then you say, now I'm going to start fucking with this guy. Got to get him out of here or something. I got to get him, you know? That's just what men do. It's what women do. And it's a shame. We need to actually grow up, because what the fuck, man? Like, I'm 42 years old, bro. I may not dress it, I may not look it, but I know I handle myself like a grown man when I'm on the street. I can act any way I want on this camera, I can whatever on at home. You know, people say they're civil and civilized, but I'm like, nah, a lot of people are not, they're still teenagers in their mind. Other people can look grown and they're not grown. They talk grown, they're patient, and it sounds all nice. But at home, they don't do none of that. They really ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? They can't get over certain things. Like, it's just retarded, you know? And it's because they can't forgive themselves. Because when people beef with you, you change. They get you to not be yourself. That's the whole goal. To get you to be like them. What do you think the Lord sent the good prophets and the preachers? What the fuck do you think they're supposed to do? Get the bad people to be like them. It's a contest of who's gonna recruit. That's all it is, man. You know? Like gangs? You think bad people made up gangs? No, the Lord made that up. That's why the Lord said, how you gonna beat me with a stat that I made up? No, that was Cassidy. The Lord said, I'm your beginning, I'm your end. There's nothing you can do about it. You don't believe me? Just wait long enough and I'll show you. I started this thing and I'm gonna end it. You know? That's usually what they say about real men. They clean their mess up. They correct things. You know, to prove that they're the one. So, all love, all praise to the Most High. Really learn to forgive people. It really does something. Like, I used to come to work and have this fucking dread feeling every time, like, oh God, what's this fucking asshole gonna do today? What am I gonna have to deal with today? What smirk? What? None of that shit bothers me no more. And because I stopped letting it bother me and I was ignoring everybody like nobody exists. Get the bag, nobody exists. Nobody exists. Prove they're hating, nobody exists. Now, they stopped doing all those scary, dumb looks. Now it's just dudes sitting on the corners. You know, they got their little things going or whatever. But they ain't doing nothing to get me mad. Because they have already done all that shit. And it doesn't get me mad no more. Because I forgive them. Because they know not.
I bet they know now, though.